mentees all the time, the youth that I'm mentoring, you can do 1,000,000 times better.
When I came to this university in the early 2000s, as a student, of course, there were 0 Gambians on this campus.
While it is difficult to estimate the exact number of Gambians who travel to the United States for greener pasture or pursue higher education, we are once again embarking on a journey of discovery to meet Gambians who are here doing their own things, as it is often stated in our typical Gambian tone. But it is not easy, suffice it to say, when you come to the United States, there are a set of things that you have to have at the back of your mind, your ambition as you think about coming, your set of ideas. When I come, this is what I want to make. And then once I make it, I'm going to go back as soon as it can be. But that's far-fetched from the reality on the ground when you think about coming. And once you come, once you start settling in, even before you start settling in, the system will start eating you up. But then for the determined and ambitious ones, you go through your lane despite all the means that are there to stop you from doing what you want to do. That is why in this journey, we're trying to meet these Gambians who we are determined to get it all out and to put all their energy in just to make sure that they survive at the end of the day. Hustling in America is far from being easy, and accomplishing your personal dreams in a place where thousands and thousands of immigrants are also looking forward to doing what you are doing here certainly require one to pull a lot of energy to get it right. Born and partly educated in the Gambia, Omar Ba did his college and postgraduate education in Rhode Island. As a former refugee himself, he came up with his wife, Teddy Jallo, to establish what is now known as the Refugee Dream Center.
So currently, that's what we do here. We have the model is former refugees or refugees who've already gone through the process. So former refugees helping fellow refugees. We want the newly or recently arriving refugees to look at us and see us as a mirror, like a mirror. Well, if this guy, if Omar came here knowing nobody, and later having degrees and going through education, having opportunities to learn through university and graduate schools, and then founding a center, raising funds, paying salaries, helping hundreds of people a year, hundreds of refugees with jobs, English classes, employment, then I can also do it. Probably I can even do better. I tell that to my youth mentees all the time, the youth that I'm mentoring. You can do 1,000,000 times better. You don't even have to even set your standards to me. You can do better. Refugees that we serve here are highly traumatized because their family members are not able to join them. That psychologically is too draining and painful to them. That is a big problem for our population right now. There is fear among the refugee population because, and our client pool, because people feel they don't belong to a certain extent, not because of the community. The community is amazingly friendly. The American people are amazingly supportive and friendly, particularly Providence and Rhode Island. However,
over the years, Omar bagged a doctorate in clinical psychology and made history by being the first Gambian naturalized American citizen to declare his candidature to run for Congress in 2022. He lost the Democratic primary on September 13, 2022.
fine, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Balde. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good, excellent. When I came to this university in the early 2000s, as a student, of course, there were 0 Gambians on this campus. And, I spent 2 years in the master's program, finished. Then one of the professors who was then the director of the African Studies program told me, hey, we would like to have more Gambians. Could you send us some of your family members or your friends? Then I started recommending people. So in 2006, if I'm not mistaken, the second Gambian came here. Then more people kept coming 2007, then 2008. But these were still few people. I can tell you 2006 were 2 people. Hadinjai, who is now a professor in North Carolina, a very close friend, a sister. So I helped her, connected her, and she came. She met Ilyas Adamfa. Many of these folks will stay in the U.S., but even if they stayed, they would still be, I think, contributing significantly to the development of the Gambia. Because Gambia is part of a solar system, is part of a world system that is interconnected, and we can't be isolated from the rest of the world. There is much that can be gained from here in terms of knowledge, in terms of skills. The only thing that I would say as a way of encouragement is that we as Gambians, even if we decide to stay here, let's not forget where we're from. Let's try to look for ways to keep helping to rebuild, to strengthen our country, and that's the Gambia. And we can do it, thankfully, we can do it from anywhere we are.
We ran into Taslima Jallo during his Master's Defense program. Like other young Gambians, Jallo is determined to make a mark in his area of specialization.
I am hoping to do my doctorate program after I finished my research, and that's why I'm even doing a thesis in the first place. I want to go beyond just a thesis. I want to do a dissertation to build upon what I have already had, from my thesis to build on, and that's why I'm narrowing my scope to only Banjo. I'm hoping to do a broader research with my PhD in terms of sub-Saharan African context of climate change and aging. That's what I'm anticipating to, do beyond this master's program.
We are now in New York, home to several Gambian immigrants. Mamadou Sawane came to the United States more than 30 years ago. As a way of reconnecting with issues back home, he set up what is now known as the New Gambia platform.
So the New Gambia platform the concept started like 3 years ago. We started 2017 with a civic educational platform. We used to call it civic education platform. So after 1 year, 2018, we started to come with the idea of New Gambia platform. It is a platform that discusses Gambian issues and issues in general, and sensitize our citizens to be conscious of what is going on in their environment and how can they contribute politically, socially, economically, to the development of the country.
Well, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the highlights. Keep giving us your constructive criticisms as we try to improve on this program. Do join us another time you have time, and subscribe if possible, like, and continue to give us your constructive criticisms. My name is Ibrahim Walde. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful time.